Welcome, everyone. Here we are with another one of our Allevi8 sessions. And I was just saying to my colleagues before we came online, lucky it wasn't last night or the night before or the night before, because we live not far from the MCG and we had Taylor Swift making quite a noise. But we were just commenting on the lovely atmosphere. Several of us here in Melbourne either around the MCG or in the city, and all these people going out to have fun, with great expectations. I hope they feel fulfilled. I've got a sense that they probably had a really nice time. It seemed like it was really good fun, but it sort of makes one just ponder about the difference between short-term pleasure and long-term pleasure. There's a difference, isn't there? And I can leave you to work that out. It's one of the things that meditation can do for us, I think, is introduce to us something that can be substantial and then lead to long-term feelings of satisfaction and contentment. So I hope that's what you're experiencing through your practice. And with this particular session, Murray Paterson, who's one of our leading people in Allevi8, is going to talk us through, lead us through the main practice. And it's called main practice for the very obvious reasons that this is what we'd suggest you do most often. It's got all the main ingredients there. And I think I'll just leave it at that and hand over to Murray, because he can introduce it a little more and then lead us through the practice. So thanks again, Murray. Over to you.
Thank you, Ian. Yes, and welcome everybody. Lovely to see you all again. And we were just commenting about what joy we observed, those of us who were in Melbourne and were out and about, all these people wandering off to see and listen to Taylor Swift. It was really quite uplifting, I have to say. And I jumped on a train with my wife and 300 or 400 other people who are mostly much younger than me, who going dressed up, and there was a lot of excitement. But there's also a lot of joy. It was a lovely, lovely mood, which I think prevailed through the city for 3 days, which is a wonderful thing. But yes, let's talk about this practice, the daily practice. It is a foundational practice, and it's really important, I think, to consider it as such. My experience, well, I always start my day with this practice. I always have, because it's such a grounding practice. It really is, for me, it's a great vehicle to get into my practice, whatever my deeper practice might be, whatever it is that I choose to do after that. But that's always where I begin. And I thought I might just try a little experiment. There's just a little experiment, quite safe. There's nothing going, nobody's going to be harmed in this little exercise. But what I'm going to do is invite you just to ponder for a moment the important things of your day and the trivial things of your day, the things that occupy your mind that have really captured your attention for whatever reason. And I'll actually just be silent just for a moment to allow you just to recall. You might like to close your eyes if you like before we do our practice, because I want you just to note, as you recall the thoughts and the experiences of your day, the impact of those things. Just allow them to come to you, just as you would in a meditation. Just have a moment's silence. And I invite you to do that for a particular reason, because as those thoughts and reflections come to you, all sorts of things will have come with them. Some might be quite urgent things. Some might be things you would like to dwell upon. Some might be things you would like to forget or move away from. And really, in this practice that we're about to do, we have the perfect vehicle for doing that. We're going to allow ourselves to simply let go of the attention that we pay to those things during our busy working days. And in doing that, what we're doing is we're practicing the skill of deliberately focusing our attention. And the vehicle for our focus in this practice is, of course, our breath. That good friend, that lifelong friend and companion, until we're no longer here, and we don't need to worry then. But it is with us, it's all the time, and it's a perfect way to direct your attention from all of these external experiences that you have, some of which may be very important to you and some not so important, and really begin to settle and to ground yourself and to become present with your experience, and to take you out of that busy, thinking, chatty, distracting mind that we have, and allow it to settle, allow it to safely and comfortably let go of all of that busyness, that duty, those expectations that we hold of ourselves, that we hold of others, that others hold of us. It's a time when you can simply let go. You no longer need to pay attention. Nobody else is going to tell you off for not attending, not doing, not fixing, not, responding, not reacting. It's a wonderful opportunity, and it's a vehicle that's with you and available to you at any time. I mentioned that this is a practice. So a practice is truly a practice. You practice and you practice. And what comes with that practice is the capacity to simply enter that deep sense of stillness at any moment in your day. If you notice that you're starting to lose the plot, that you're starting to get a bit distressed, I have to confess, I was attending to an insurance matter today, and every time I look into an insurance matter, it seemed to just wind me right up. I don't know why. Maybe it's designed to do that. Anyway, it works for me. And I'm going, wow, just stop. Just let that go. Just pay attention. Just notice what's happening. And so with practice, you can do that really quite quickly and effortlessly. So I think it's really helpful to bring that perspective to your practice, to be considered about it, and really to pay attention and to enjoy the process of letting go of these things which we feel so dutiful about. Duty is not a bad thing, but there's a time to let it go. And this is a really important duty, really. This is the duty to yourself. So let's begin the practice. So it is a lovely, gentle practice. It's a gradual practice. We bring our attention from the outside to the inside, and then we let go completely. So, of course, there'll be a period of silence in this practice. We might explore quite a bit of that. I'm sure that you'll appreciate that. So let's begin. And I do like to say before a practice, I invite people to have a real good wriggle, Make sure that you're comfortable in your position. Take the time that you need. There's no big rush here. And begin to really settle into your posture. And perhaps noticing that as you settle into your posture, your body starts to respond. It goes, oh, I've got a memory about this. This is when I practice. This is that important daily meditation practice that I do for my benefit and for the benefit of others around me. So just letting yourself settle back nice and upright and comfortable. And your feet flat on the floor. And perhaps leaning back a little in your chair. And just feel the support from your chair. And rest your hands on your thighs. Just noticing whatever is most comfortable for you. And when you're ready, just let your eyes close gently. Turning your thoughts inwards. Remembering that this is a time for relaxing, becoming mindful, and letting go into the stillness. And perhaps just a gentle reminder to yourself about why you're choosing to do this exercise. And once you've done that, just let that go too. Let go of any effort at all. There's no need to strive for anything to happen or to search for something in particular. Just being curious and alert as we get into the practice. Now, just being curious to notice whatever sounds you can hear right now. Notice any sounds coming to your awareness from outside the space you're in right now. And just aim to simply notice them. Just letting go of any judgment or commentary. And just simply noticing with gentle curiosity. Just noticing any sounds coming from outside the space where you are right now. And now just bring your attention into the space you're in. And just notice any sounds from within this space. Again, just noticing, being curious, letting go of any judgment or commentary. And simply being aware of the sounds, the pure sounds, pure awareness. And now bring your attention more particularly to your own body. And listening closely. Perhaps you can notice the subtle sounds of the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you bring your attention more to the breath, just notice the movement in your body as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. And being completely aware that as you're breathing in, you are breathing in. And as you're breathing out, you're simply breathing out. And as you continue to hold your attention on your breath, you probably notice that each time you breathe out, there's a natural feeling of letting go a little. Just a natural thing. As we breathe out, we tend to let go a little and relax a little. Without making any more of this, just simply noticing each time we breathe out, we relax a little. When we let go a little. At the same time, just notice that as you breathe out, the out breath begins to taper away, become a little longer, finer, and subtle. So breathing out and letting go. Just relaxing a little. And the out breath becoming longer, finer, and subtle. And when the out breath is completed, there's often a pause, a little gap before we breathe in again. Breathing out, the out breath becoming longer, finer, subtle. And then a pause, a little gap. And just letting go of any effort to breathe back in again. Just aiming to simply allow the in-breath to come back and tone a chord. Breathing out, the out-breath becoming longer and finer and subtle. And that feeling, letting go and relaxing a little. In a slight pause, simply allowing the in-breath to come back in of its own accord, quite effortlessly. Effortlessly. Relaxing, releasing, feeling the ease of it all. The ease of it all. Just simply letting go, feeling it all through the body and the mind. And relaxed. And relaxed. Just going with it. Going with it. Quite effortlessly. Effortlessly. Letting go. Simply letting go. It might help to take your attention to that point between the eyes, the lens of the forehead. And notice there what is like a still, quiet center. A point of stillness. Maybe notice it more particularly in the space behind your closed eyelids. And just holding your attention now, lightly on this point of stillness. Almost as we can merge into this stillness. Relaxing, releasing, merging, dissolving. Maybe in a sense of expanding into the stillness. And just simply letting go quite effortlessly. Effortlessly. Letting go. Letting go. Now just resting in that stillness. Letting stillation. Notice your mind is wandering, becoming distracted. As soon as you notice that, just gently bring your attention back to that point of stillness. Relaxing, releasing, merging, melting, dissolving. And simply rest in that stillness, quite effortlessly. Letting go. Simply letting go. That's good. You might like to bring a little bit of movement back into your body. You have some feet and hands. A gentle stretch, perhaps. When you're ready, put your eyes gently open again. Oh, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mary. Lovely practice.